Gender is a fact. You have to look at it from a woman's perspective. Look at it like this. Caitlyn Jenner, whom I've met, wonderful person, Caitlyn Jenner was voted Woman of the Year. Her first year as a woman. Ain't that something? Beat every bitch in Detroit, she's better than all of you. Never even had a period, ain't that something? Oh, I'd be mad as shit if I was a woman. I'd be mad if I was me. If I was in a BET Awards sitting there and they're like, and the winner for Nigger of the Year, Eminem, my man. Gender is a fact. This is a fact. Every human being in this room, every human being on earth had to pass through the legs of a woman to be on earth. That is a fact. I was on stage not too long ago. I was in Syracuse, New York. Yeah, well, yeah, for Syracuse, but the show didn't go so good. All because I was talking about Bill Cosby a little bit. Not a little bit, I'll be honest. Talked about him for like maybe 25 minutes. And a woman stood up in the back of the room and she screamed out, "You are a fucking asshole for saying these things." I know. Instantly, I felt, like bad. Not bad about what I was saying. I just felt bad, like, oh, that's too bad she doesn't like the show. I didn't realize it at first. But not only did she say that, she was rushing the stage. By the time I saw her, I just saw this shadowy figure fucking charging up the aisle towards me in full fight mode. I was horrified. I said, oh my God, I'm gonna kick this bitch in the face.
My girls are a little bit starting to not laugh at every joke that I tell.
Oh, okay.
They used to be my #1 fan. I'd do anything, and they'd be like, fantastic. Now they just sometimes don't react, or I get the eye roll or something. You just roll your eyes at me. I mean, it's cute, but don't do that. Yeah.
My youngest has a real power move where she'll here's an example. We got to work in France, and so we went to the Louvre, and we saw, Winged Victory, we saw Venus de Milo, and we're standing in front of the Mona Lisa, and she turns around and she goes, "This museum?"
Dave Chappelle was so impressed by Shane Gillis that he had him perform this joke.
Shane, you once did a joke that I love, and I hate making requests. I saw you do a joke about Donald Trump getting shot.
All right. Of all the presidents, I think it's fair to say Donald Trump would be the funniest one to see get shot. Because he'd be in the middle of a speech talking shit. You're gay. The shooter would be coming at him and be like, "Sit down, get down. What a loser, get down, sit down." But just the noise he would make when he got hit. Even if you love Donald Trump, it would be funny. As soon as he got hit, he'd be like, "Ah!"
I was shocked when I heard that my agent told me that Russell would not do the film without me. I thought, really?
Yeah.
So
That's incredible. Yeah. That's incredible. But did you have the same feeling that you wouldn't?
What's that?
Right?
What? Yeah,
Is that what happened, that you said you wouldn't do the film without him?
You did say that, right?
Well, that was a more general thing about people called Ryan. Because kind of there's a lot of Ryan.
They don't know you're joking, okay?
Some of them are really... What?
You can just tell them that you couldn't have done it without me, honestly. Let's call a spade a spade.
Mate, it wouldn't have been the same experience. No, you're right. Yeah. It wouldn't have.
By the way, what's going on between you and my girlfriend?
What do you mean, what's going on?
I told her I was doing the show.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, "Oh my God, I love Conan. I love Conan." And I said, well, what? What was that? She said, "What? I'm just saying I love Conan. I love Conan." I said, "But how come you keep saying it twice? And how come when the second time you say it, you kind of say it like somber and to yourself?"
Yeah, well, some guys got it.
You suffer, I suffer. You suffer, I suffer. That's how it works. can't do comparative suffering. If you're hungry and your friend says, you know, people are starving in Africa, so what, nigga? I still want lunch. Black people know about comparative suffering, and you know this is a fucking dead-end game. Blacks and Jews do that shit to each other all the time. You ever played Who'd Suffer More with a Jewish person? It's a tough game. Whenever you think you got the Jewish guy on the ropes, that motherfucker be like, well, don't forget about Egypt. Egypt? God damn, nigga, I didn't know he was going all the way back to Egypt.
I have to admit something.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I didn't try the suit on before I came out. And I realized that it's so tight. It's wildly inappropriate. I feel like I'm going steady with these pants.
Would you like to put my View mug in a place where I can protect you from?
Well, no, because I don't want that to be the view.
Okay, all right. I got you. Hey, by the way, I love that. I had no idea what to expect from your movie. I didn't know it was a comedy or what exactly. I saw the
Can we just do
poster.
a shot like this?
Actually, do the opposite. I think it'll get us better ratings.
You know, like many black men my age, the first time I voted was 8 years ago. I saw Obama on TV and said, oh, I'm voting for this. I remember the day I voted for Obama. I voted in Ohio, and my vote matters in Ohio. Ohio is a battleground state, but when I pulled up to the polls, all the soldiers were in line. There were so many black people in that goddamn line, I didn't even know it was the polls. I thought it was a check cashing place. We were hugging each other, and old people were singing hymns and spirituals and shit. It was like the OJ verdict times 10 or something. I've never seen black people that happy. 8 years later, I'm pulling up to the polls again. This time, I'm driving a brand new Porsche because the Obama years were very good to me. And when I parked my car, I figured out something that it would take the rest of the country another week to figure out. I understood that Donald Trump was going to be our next president because in Ohio, unlike D.C., you could see the results in the parking lot. Saw these goddamn pickup trucks and tractors and shit. And then I walked up and I saw a long, long line of dusty white people. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, these were the poor whites. And I must tell you, I've never had a problem with white people ever in my life. But full disclosure, the poor whites are my least favorites. And I've never seen so many of them up close. I looked them right in their coal-smeared faces. And to my surprise, I didn't see one deplorable face in that group. I saw some angry faces and some determined faces, but they felt like decent folk. No, they did. In fact, I'm not even lying, and I didn't sound fucked up, but I felt sorry for them. I know the game now. I know that rich white people call poor white people trash. And the only reason I know that is because I made so much money last year, the rich whites told me they say it at a cocktail party. And I'm not with that. And I stood with them in line like all of us Americans are required to do in a democracy. Nobody skips the line to vote. And I listened to them. I listened to them say naive, poor white people things. Man, Donald Trump's gonna go to Washington and he's gonna fight for us. I'm standing there thinking to my mind, you dumb motherfucker. You are poor. He's fighting for me. I met this nigga at a party. I had no idea who he was. But the minute he walked in that party, I knew I was in his dream. Everybody in the party was another dreamer. Everyone was famous, but when that nigga walked in, he was dressed like C-3PO. He was shining. And everyone was like, oh my God, there he is. That's so nice. I didn't know who he was. And for some reason, out of all them dreamers, he walked right up to me. And he said, I tried to get you in my video. I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. I said, what? And he just looked at me like, you know what video, and walked away. And I watched him walk away. I said, man, this nigga's having a very powerful dream. And then my son looks back at me and he says, Dad, please, I have to meet him. So I took him backstage. And Kevin came around the corner to see who it was. What? Oh, shit. What's up, Dave? come on back. I was just about to have dinner. I don't know if you guys ate, but you're welcome to join me if you like. And then my son pushed past me some cold shit. He goes, actually, Mr. Hart, we haven't eaten in several hours. Then I looked over in the corner, there was a box of custom-made jerseys for the local team. Each one was hand-stitched, and on the back, they stitched on the K. Hart. Kevin saw me staring at that box, and he walked right to my son. He said, hey, little man, I want you to have this. And my son was like, thanks, Mr. Hart. This is when I got mad. He goes, if your father ever makes you mad, put that on. And he walked out.
And Gosling, first question of the Colbert Questionnaire. What is the best sandwich?
Ice cream.
I see how this is going to go.
See how this is going to go?
I see how this is going to go.
Because you could have all the sandwiches in the world, and it'd be a tough decision.
Right.
But the ice cream sandwich comes out, your mind's made up. Decision is made for you.
Do you lick around the edges?
That's none of your business, sir.
Aye, Captain Blackout reporting for booty. Now, as a member of the Soho that's Soho House, you gotta be a member to get in. Now, nothing gets your member in like a exclusive clue.
Exclusive clue?
That's exclusive club. I have a shameful schwanz. Now, when the weather's unseasonable, she won't be unreasonable.
I don't know if you ever saw on TMZ the big headline, Dave Chappelle, drunk on stage in Detroit. Well, if you saw it, I wasn't drunk. I had smoked some reefer. The article goes on to say I was booed off stage, which is also incorrect. I was booed. I did not leave. It just took one person to break the ice. It's a black lady with a Ford Motor shirt on. She stood up suddenly. Fuck you, Dave Chappelle. I said, excuse me? In a weird act of racial harmony, a conservative white guy stood up and backed her up. Yeah! The whole crowd band together and started chanting, we want our money back. We want our money back. I snapped out of it. Good people of Detroit, hear me. Hear me now. You will never get your fucking money back.